I can identify the purpose for spirituals. So today we're going to be talking about spirituals. Now let's remember our big picture. If we had a big umbrella, we're talking about ceremonial, recreational, and artistic expression. Ceremonial purposes is like a tradition or something we do over and over again, or something that's very special to a people group, like Native American dance would often have a special symbol to it, like going out on a hunt um, or getting ready for battle. Another ceremony would be like a wedding or a church service. So today, that's what we're really going to focus on. And church services, I'll show you right here. There are some ceremonial music. There is some ceremonial music that's done within a church service often. And today we're going to talk about specifically a style of music called spirituals. Traditional spirituals are songs that were sung by slaves that usually had a Bible background. Some of these spirituals had double meanings. For example, going to heaven was a code for going north. When they would sing about the promised land from the Bible, that meant escaping to Canada. These songs were not written down. They were sung over and over so people learned them. Many years later, they were written down, and many people now sing these in church. So when we're talking about the style of music called spiritual and how this is a purpose in music, it says spiritual music helps set a mood for devotion and plays a role in morality, life, and values. So today we're going to work on 3 different spirituals. So they're going to have either Bible stories or a biblical nature to the song. And remember that the slaves would sing these. And they would learn about the Bible from their masters that went to church. They had to sit outside the church building. They weren't allowed in the church building, but they could hear the music. Now, there were also people that would teach them songs that were called abolitionists, and they were trying to help free the slaves. And so sometimes to the master, it would sound like they were singing a song about going to heaven or crossing the Jordan River, which is a river that is talked about in the Bible, when actually they were talking about escaping their slavery and becoming free and crossing the Ohio River instead of the Jordan River, things like that. We'll get into more things like that when you're in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Right now, I just want you to understand that there is a style called spiritual, and it is underneath a ceremonial purpose. So let's look at a few of these. Joshua fought the Battle of Jericho. Now, in the Bible, Joshua marched around a city and he blew a ram's horn. And when he blew the ram's horn with God's power, the walls came tumbling down. Now, I've left a huge chunk of this Bible story out because for time's sake. But it's a really cool story. You can ask your parents to read it to you. But why do you think slaves would think Joshua is a cool person from the Bible out of just what I told you? Yeah, I mean, he, with a ram's horn, with a horn, ooh, he made a wall come tumbling down. Now, if you're a slave, you're in bondage. Just imagine breaking free from that bondage. So they would think Joshua is really neat. You're going to like this song. You're going to play it and you're going to sing along with this song. Swing low, sweet chariot. All right. So this again is talking about a way of escape, but it could also have a Bible meaning behind it. So it's really an easy song. It has several verses to it, but it's very simple in nature. You're gonna like this one too. And in this one, he's got the whole world in his hands. This one's been modernized just a little bit. These people have a little funky beat to it. I think you're going to like this one. But think about it again. There you are, a slave working for your master, maybe being mistreated, not getting fed well, possibly, maybe beaten, just really, really yucky life. All right. And you think about God having the whole world in his hands. Would that give you hope? Yes, it would give you great hope. So these spirituals, they will personify the people from the Bible that maybe were down and out and had hope for a better life or for escape, or like Moses, he helped free the slaves out of Egypt. Don't you think they thought Moses was amazing, freeing the slaves out of Egypt? So there are songs about Moses. There are tons of these songs that have been handed down from generation to generation. And now we sing them in churches and different groups of people like choirs. A lot of times they'll sing a spiritual. When I was in college, we sang a spiritual at the end of every concert. They were some of my favorite memories of college life. I hope you enjoy these. Just remember that this is part of our history, and the purpose would be ceremonial, and the style of music is called a spiritual.